does play this game.
Yeah, exactly. And Leon, just in general, has been running like a fantastic stream this whole weekend. If you got them primes, go ahead and toss them to the channel and everything like that.
This person has been running this stream by themselves for like 12 hours each day.
Yeah, exactly. The only actual MVP.
The only breaks they're getting are during ad breaks. So, big round of applause for Leon.
Yeah, round of applause for Leon.
Round of applause to our players as well. Johnson on the
I'm
left.
not clapping for Dave.
Oh, kidding me? Yeah, that's so real. That's so real. All right, players getting into it now. See yoJohnson on winner's side, Davo on loser's side. See if we can keep that there, or if we'll find a reset here. And it is anyone's game.
Airfield.
So, gotta get the 30 FPS children in the background excited for our game.
Hey, at least it's not the train stage.
Yes, yeah, train stage is banned. I'm throwing tomatoes at you.
Yeah. I was like really excited when I first saw it. That's one of my favorite stages in the
It's so good.
Special.
It's so good.
And I put it on during the first beta, my first match. I was like, I can't do this anymore. But yeah, just like Davo couldn't do that pressure anymore because Johnson busted out with a guard cancel rev blow.
Yeah.
Overheated himself, but was able to get decent amount of damage on Davo.
Yeah, didn't opt to go. You can choose not to go for that shoulder tackle and just go into your level 1 super to get rid of some of that overheat, but chose to just be in it knowing that, hey, I'm confident I've got the life total, and actually opting to get hit here is super smart because that's not going to get you guard crushed, and now you're out of cooldown, so you're in a much safer situation.
I wanted to try to test Davo because Davo have been pressing on that exact situation a lot in the previous set. Now, one thing I'm curious, and because one thing I've noticed, when Terry does burn knuckle into EX burn knuckle in the EX crack shoot,
yes,
there's a gap there.
Yes.
And most characters can either like jab or upper body invul attack through and get a counter hit and confirm.
Yeah.
Can Hokutomaru not?
I don't know. I can't say that with 100% certainty. I think he can, but I think it's tight.
Right. Big opportunity off of that drop tumble from Davo right now.
Yeah. Unfortunately missed the burn knuckle at the very end right there. So now yoJohnson going to be able to lock him down. Didn't kill him with that throw, but we'll kill him with the air throw.
I didn't know he had an air throw. That is actually a big deal in this game.
Yep.
Because when you have access to an air throw, that gives you a reliable way to anti-air people,
and
not having to worry about JD.
With Hoku only having his anti-air be 3D, which is super committal and really only hits a specific angle, that is his primary option for anti-air people.
Right.
And also good on yoJohnson to not bring out that option until grand finals. So now going to be having that be on Dave's mind throughout the rest of the set.
Johnson shows some good patience there, not biting on the short hop bait. Got a pretty big hill to climb, but he can definitely do it.
Finding the light, getting the good knockdown right here. Dave just trying to find a way to open him up as Nier sitting at a smidge of life, not pressing on that as well.
Once again, he goes for Zetsu Hishuken just to try to bait a press on the rainbow kick.
If he delayed it just a little bit in that pressure, right? Because he's just auto rock canceling out of it. So Dave is just he may even be pressing, but having the super freeze just eat the input. And now Davo going to be finding another set of really, really strong hits in this grand finals.
Yeah, Davo is extremely heated up right now. He is feeling he's on one. Unfortunately, kind of on one just a little too much and ran into the SPG, that rev blow.
Yeah, and that might be the thing, right? Just changing up his playstyle from playing that a little bit more defensive that he was versus Johnson initially, just that full-on aggression. But Johnson now finally finding the opportunities to adjust it and trying to show, hey, I can super on my own on your pressure. And Johnson punishing in kind, gets the level 1 confirm as well to take the round.
And I actually think this is it's the first round because he didn't get one in the previous match here in Grand Finals.
So 2C trying to catch Davo for walking back. Instead, we'll find a big counter hit with that wild punish afterwards.
So I get Davo cornered again. Empty jump mid. We get hit by those.
Yeah, you see Dave tries to just defend a lot of these early hits that come through, just in case they need to go for the guard cancel. Once again, air throw working out great. And doing more of those options to force Davo to not go for JDs cuts off a lot of the core of their game plan and going to allow yoJohnson to end this one with a perfect.
Yeah, we just kind of ran away with that one really strong.
Yeah, yoJohnson, I think, finally got the read of like, okay, this is how Devo wants to be playing. This is how they're thinking on this. And now I understand it now. Everybody gets one. Everybody gets one.
I see it, yeah. Really great confirm off of the DP break. Anti-air. Oh, great block from Johnson.
Yep.
One thing about this game is that when you are like in a normal knockdown state, you haven't been hard knockdown, you can tech roll either like forwards or backwards, long or short. But when you do it, you give up, throw and roll once you're up.
Yep.
And also you can be ran through.
Yep.
So like you can put yourself in an ambiguous left-right situation. Which once again, that comes down to you got to use the red button.
Yeah, you have to use the red button. You have to be ready for it, and your opponent also has to be ready to be able to react accordingly to how you want to be presenting. Great use for Devo to just like go up back off that jump pressure instead of the neutral jump that he's been going for a lot because of the amount of times he's been getting air thrown right here. Good JD's into the guard cancel once again, knowing that you can't do that.
That was fantastic.
But once again,
I got real hype seeing that.
Yeah, it was so sick. But no, yoJohnson, I think you're going to be seeing them try to adjust their pressure a little bit more. And Dave now taking like that into coordination, being able to find those expert knuckles to actually connect now. Lock them down with the pressure, finding another counter hit off the follow-up.
Yeah, that was a great confirm off of the second hit power charge. Like, power charge pressure is so scary because, like, the first 2 hits, I believe, are safe. And if the second one does counter hit, he does get the combo off.
Go. Dave just staying patient, being able to find a couple of jab checks right here after the first hits back and forth.
Almost got that counter hit confirmed, kind of let it go.
And Dave already even committing to just not be pressing on that follow-up anymore because of the amount of times that Johnson's going for super. But Dave should be able to use their own super with that hidden gear and close out the round. Going to be up 2-1 now.
Devo's real close to knocking out a grand finals reset right now.
He realized that our bracket was running a little too ahead of schedule and said, no, let's bring it back. Let's slow it down.
Let's slow it down a little bit.
Slow it down.
You know what I mean? Drive slow.
Yeah, that's what Seattle drivers are good at, driving slow, aren't they? All right, good just defense from Johnson right here. But once again, just being able to go for that slight delay on the follow-up to just be blowing up every time Johnson wants to press afterwards.
The thing is, like, at this point, like, a lot of these situations where, like, Johnson is doing Kuba down break, normally, like, before in the first set, he was kind of able to, like, challenge, like, Devo even on his own minus range. Devo's not letting that happen anymore.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. Keeping the pressure up. Yeah, once again, that guard cancel into the solid confirm right there, finding the opportunity to spend that level 1 gauge where you can to get your red gauge down as soon as you keep it high. But Johnson finding a big confirm, potentially now just opts into the level 1 of their own to take the round into their favor.
Yeah, Hishoken was able to go ahead and close that out for him. So, and I do like that, like, still, like, Johnson's kind of, like, sticking to his plan and everything like that. He's not being scared or, like, second-guessing himself. No. Even though, like, Devo's, like, showing, like, a lot of counterplay. Like his approach.
I think that's what confidence is the most important part of this match with two players who kind of have each other's number on a lot of these situations, right? They're definitely getting pretty deep into the layer, and it's whoever can really get their game plan flowing to the nth degree. Johnson now finding that at this point. We try to use the double jump, but we'll just jab, get a good solid confirm to a hard knockdown.
Yep. Thankfully knocks Johnson out of SPG. Johnson's going to need to do a lot of just defense and try to get enough life to get back there, and unfortunately ain't going to be in this round.
Yeah, you can't just defend when you're dead, unfortunately, but you may be able to find it here in the final round of this game. Dave taking this will reset our grand finals, so you have to be a little scared if you're Johnson at this point. Yeah, I see you try to use that double jump to bait out some big anti-air to that DP, but Dave not biting just yet, just staying very patient, waiting for opportunities to just use that light jab, and then honestly just go into auto combo and get these hard knockdowns has been working so effectively for him.
Like a lot of this has come down to like Devo just like spacing out really well with the jabs and everything like that. Yep. Terry's jab, extremely good.
Down once more, keeping the pressure going. 2C connecting, but no big confirm afterwards from Johnson, but so we'll just do it again.
All right, Johnson going to tie up the set now, 2-2.
It is anyone's match to win here. And Dave not giving them any chance to breathe, no chance to think, because they know that, hey, just a couple of right reads, a couple of better spacing positions, I can take it. JB's coming through from yoJohnson to try to trade air to air so far as Dave's been trying to get out of that air throw range. But now just the patience. Both players trying to jab check each other whenever they can.
Yeah, right now, like one of the big things is that like we've kind of like seen like everything that like Terry can do right now. Johnson still has tricks.
Yes, yeah, there's still a lot of the Hoku playbook that he just hasn't brought out here, and honestly hasn't needed to. He has really the big thing has just been that spacing and playing Dave's game against Dave.
Right now, going in for like another throw. Davo is now in like kind of like really dangerous situation. Like anything will kill at this point.
There we go. Good just defend, but was trying to bait out the rev blow, so we'll just delay the rev blow as soon as I see you coming in. And now Johnson sitting at tournament point here.
Nice, kind of got out of the way of the anti-air break. Oh, good punish. That was a punish actually.
It was a really good punish right there. Nice double jump to get out of that situation, but Davo ready to meet you on the ground as soon as that comes. Good feints as well to open them up. Yeah, checking the roll right there. Going to be finding a big counter hit as well.
That's kind of one of the things that's like really annoying about like fighting Hoku. Even on his light confirms, like him confirming into Kuhudan does so much to like push you into the corner.
Oh, yeah, good blocks right here. Dave trying to find an opportunity to open up, but Johnson just staying
That
tight.
was a great punish on the sweep.
See if they can do it again, but right now good air to air and going to be just finding him on the ground, but can't find the way to confirm the kill right at the very end. So they give Johnson another chance to try to make something happen, but that throw whip
Unfortunately, just out of range.
Yeah. Just a couple steps forward, would have been able to take it, but unfortunately not having it just yet. And Dave wants to try to reset this bracket.
Yeah, that 5A from Terry right now, it's just been a stop sign.
So good.
It's checked so much like forward movement attempts at like trying to space and everything like that.
Well, it even covers similar range to Hoku's heavier buttons as well, so you're able to find trades that end up allowing you to tech out a little bit quicker as well.
And I really like that right there. Johnson kind of recognized that there's been like a lot of usage of upper body invul attack for like anti-airs and things like that.
Yep.
So, you know, Johnson had to do like a late double jump, empty jump, and was able to like block it and punish it.
Yep. Yeah, because you don't get big cancels on all of those. Finds EX teleport, but only just goes for the standard confirm afterwards, not wanting to burn any more rev gauge. Finds another good hit, but did get the big extension off of it. And now Dave finding it into the hidden gear. Or not in the hidden gear, just into the triple geyser.
Just went to red line, yeah.
Yep. Crack shoe, gonna get checked right here. Johnson has to be very careful because one more touch will lead to his death, but could find Davo's death as well.
For a cross up, no dice. Finally pulls out the teleport. Is that going to be enough?
Yeah, you should be able to confirm into it. Goes for the EX extension. No, didn't go for.
Oh, good throw tech. Good throw tech.
Guaranteed kill. Posse.
Burns out. This is scary.
Yeah, keeping the pressure up. Dave gets their turn back. Not pressing this time like they had before. Trying to use a double jump.
Goes for it. That was a. That wasn't even break. He just did the D. He did the D one.
So if
B1.
If instead of doing 236 BD at the end for the reset, you just do EX shoulder check into normal shoulder check into heavy shoulder check into light shoulder check, and it kills there.
Just little optimizations that were missed.
Yeah, it's those minor things of like knowing how, like where you can spend your rev gauge and like those trying to find those opportunities. That definitely comes with time, but it cost yoJohnson at least the staying on winner's side now.
Yeah, both players now in loser, so we're at like a fresh set. First one to 3 wins it.
Just opting for shoulder tackle once again. Tries the double jump mix, but Dave just holding back, walking out of the entire situation. Will get rev blowed though out of the post-Oki situation.
Like the wild thing about that last match is like Johnson almost won that off of the teleport, which he just has not used at all.
Yeah, he's only used it twice, and they both were in that first grand final set.
Yeah. All right, not letting how that last match ended like affect him at all. Johnson's gone up first round in the post reset,
and that is a big experience thing with both these players, right? Like a less experienced player would have that last round, like get them, it might cost them in that reset. But both these guys have been around the block for long enough. But Johnson has not been around long enough to not get that throw punished again.
Oh, good wake up counter poke. Oh, looks like Dave will try to challenge right there, but just was just a little too fast and got countered for it. All right, still an SPG. Oh, nope, got him out of it now.
Yeah, great neutral jump right there to try to bait out the EX burn knuckle that Davo has been using to a lot of effect early on in our matches.
And Johnson needs to be careful right now. He is real close to burning out, sitting on 80% rev gauge, but nice, was able to close out without having to worry about it.
Yeah, it was a little scary when that EX teleport and it got like a weird air hit off it, so you don't get the normal confirm that you want to be looking for it. But still able to keep it tight. And Dave now just continuing the pressure once again. Good far A, yoJohnson to try to check Dave movement, but the 5 A's from Davo as well have just been so good.
One thing that I'm liking from Dave's approach, like on defense and everything like for anti-airs, is that he's kind of sticking to like a lot of like jab checks and stuff like that. Stuff that's like low to middle. Since Hokutomaru has so many different ways to alter how he jumps.
Just that this fighting game fundamentals, right?
Yeah.
Don't want to do anything too risky versus the character who's going to be way more agile against you. Safe jumping a little bit, trying to bait it out, but is going to get hit with the rev blow at the very end.
And that was a situation where like Johnson, like he could have had an answer to that because rev blows, they do lose to supers.
Yes.
So like this one thing as like people get better and like time progresses, when they're in those situations where like say they do like a jab and it gets like it connects with a rev blow, just immediately cancel into super.
Yeah, I was gonna say like maybe they wanted to save it to potentially have that bar for the next round, but Dave just found another hit and didn't even allow that kind of game plan to go through. Which you see though is gonna connect, lead to our standard B&B right here. Oh, we will pop the super now at this point, just get that extra damage. It does put Dave into SPG, but we're throwing afterwards.
Let's try to bait something.
Pressure.
Oh, unfortunately, Kuhudan let it rip. That's when they get punished.
Yeah,
still has a little bit of a lead. I'm not going to front. I got hit there.
Yeah,
I definitely thought Davo was crossing me up on my wake-up roll.
I was right there with you. Situation throw comes out once again. No roll. Good 5A check. Both wait for the 2C wild punish as Dave tried to challenge on their own. It's Johnson adding another round to their favor. Oh, Shuriken's still hitting at the end of that jump right there. A little bit of a trip guard.
Extremely late, yeah. Oh, then another good throw. Davo's in SPG, got to watch out.
Yeah, good throw tech, but Johnson just wanted to recontrol that corner space. Davo did eventually get a rollout after that next hit, and now finds a big jump in, but can't find the confirm that they're looking for.
Oh, good just the fin. Yeah. Also like Davo being smart right there, canceling the EX power charge. Doesn't want to worry about like EX crack 2 getting interrupted.
Yep. No need to be worried about that. Good JDs once again, but no guard cancels, knows that, hey, I got to save it for when it matters. EX teleport came through once again, couldn't get anything big off it, but might find something big off these second hits that are coming through, but the geyser connects. And a rev blow will do it for Johnson, bringing him up 2-0. But we've been in this seat before, we've been in this situation, and Davis clawed his way back, so anything is possible here.
Yeah, you can't get comfortable as for Johnson right now. Davo is like made this kind of like trek back up the mountain way too many times.
Yeah, and not in a variety of games and a variety of situations. So he is just this is home. This is Dave home.
Yeah, this is just another Monday for Dave. Okay, Johnson still in SPG. Nice, good guard cancel.
Good double jump as well.
There's also almost nothing more like irritating when they have just that small sliver of SPG.
It's the worst. You would just want to press a 5, even if you trade just to get them out of there. But Johnson still staying in that SPG, still keeping it up and fighting a big 2C off of here as well, and should be able to find another way to confirm the round. And is sitting 1 health bar away from taking this tournament.
Johnson now on set point, really wants to try to win this and be crowned a 2-time victor at Fight Kingdom 2025.
Let's see if they can do that. Burn Knuckle goes to the crack shoot, so there you see that trade comes out that we were talking about before in that gap.
Oh, once again, reaching just a little too far on those throws.
See, trying to use that 2C once again to shut a lot of the horizontal movement, but Dave opts to go vertical and does knock him once again back into that pixel of SPG, and we rev blow immediately as soon as the gap comes through, but Dave not letting him have it.
Dave finally got him knocked out. Good throw.
Still your chance to go. Good tech out right there, recognizing the situation.
I love the immediate challenge on the throw break and gets him. big jump in, but
and finding these lights to connect, finds a cross as well, but not dumping any rev gauge, no meter where you can. But the EX
once again, is he going to finish it this time?
You should. You has the meter this time to guarantee
and
the
he got
kill,
it.
But the EX Kunai will do it. That's going to be yoJohnson being your Fight Kingdom 2025 City of the Wolves Grand Champion.
And that's got to feel especially good because that was the exact same situation in the last match before the reset where Johnson had the EX teleport. He had to confirm. Unfortunately, wasn't able to finish it, and Davo was able to run it back. But this time, exact same situation. Completes it, gets it, gets the big W. A little bit of anti-Davo going on behind us.
Good old PNW. Seattle loves Davo.
Yeah,
Seattle loves Davo. But what a tournament! What a set!
What a set! That was a great grand final.
That was a great grand final. Great top 8 as a whole. And our players are very excited to show off. Like, hey, City of the Wolf, people are here, people are playing. Like,
I didn't enter because they asked me hey,
we didn't want to ruin Dennis's schedule.
Exactly. I didn't want to blow up his schedule. They're like, hey, we want you on top 8. I'm like, all right, cool. I want to try to get in some games with people, and everything like that. I want to spread the love for this game just a little bit more. And I do gotta say, it was a pleasure commentating. But this is the first time for both of us.
Yeah, I believe this way. I've known you for years, like half a decade at this point. But
it's just we weren't playing the same games at the time. But,
now
we got like City of the Wolves, so
exactly
we come together.
The worlds have collided, so to speak. So, I don't believe we'll be doing any player ceremonies at the very end. So I believe that should be it for us here at City of the Wolves and Fight Kingdom.
Yep. So we're all good. Once again, I'm Haku.
I'm Tabby.
And once again, big ups to Leon on the stream. Hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. Bye bye.
See ya.